happens when you get a group of people who say only police should have guns, or at the very least only the police should be able to sell guns, then turn that into a reality, and then the police are found selling guns to criminals. It turns out that what you get is the DC Metro Police Department. I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Tonight over a gun dealer here in D.C. and how well it was operated. This is not your standard gun shop.
As investigative reporter Ted Oberg and the News 4 I-team found, the area's largest police force ended up being in the firearms business itself. Ted?
Yeah, Jim and Anna, it was a surprise to us as well. You know, when a D.C. resident wants a legal handgun, they usually go to a gun store in Virginia, Maryland, find it online. They pay for it and then ship it to a licensed dealer in D.C. That D.C. dealer is the only place that a federal background check is done, and that looks for past convictions or other disqualifications. And for a time, D.C. police was the only one in town doing them, something that's now raising newly uncovered concern. There are only 2 people in the entire district who can help you get a legal handgun in D.C., and Sean Poland is one of them.
I wonder if that needs to be modified.
Poland opened D.C. Security Associates in 2021, one of 2 federal firearms licensees in D.C.
We believe in responsible ownership.
At a time when D.C. had only one other gun dealer, the Metropolitan Police Department. According to everyone we talked to and federal records we've combed through, D.C. was then, and is still now, the only police department anywhere in America to sell guns to the public. The only one. And we've got the records to show how it happened. Fearing Second Amendment scrutiny, D.C. Council passed a law in 2012 allowing the city to deal guns if no private business would do it. And that was the case in the spring of 2020 when Mayor Bowser ordered D.C. police to do it. In April 2020, D.C. police started operating as both the dealer and enforcer of gun laws in the district. Police departments are not supposed to be firearms dealers, are they?
No, heck no. That was my biggest point there. If your firearms branch screws up, you're going to inspect and enforce your own firearms branch?
Months later, Poland remembers, D.C. police couldn't wait to get out of the gun business.
They asked us to open early by 4 weeks.
Why?
They were getting sick and tired of managing all those firearms they had down there. They had thousands of firearms waiting to be processed.
D.C. police wouldn't talk to us about Poland's claim, but we do know now where some of those guns ended up. After a gun is found at a crime scene, the ATF traces it all the way back to the original sale with dealers like Poland, and then follows the trail to see who else may have bought the gun before it was used in a crime. Detectives use the traces to develop suspects. The ATF cracks down on dealers who sell a higher number of guns eventually recovered at crime scenes, forcing them to report more information and participate in what the ATF calls its Demand Letter 2 program. The agency put D.C. police in it after tracking dozens of guns from crime scenes in 2021 alone to MPD gun dealing.
We are not anti-gun dealer at Brady. We are anti-irresponsible gun dealing.
The group Brady United Against Gun Violence recently released hundreds of documents related to the program and found it's really rare to be put in it. But we found 14 dealers in the D.C. area, including Poland's and another who currently operate in D.C., and MPD was on the list too.
It was a little bit surprising to see the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department receive a demand letter.
But not to Poland.
No, does not surprise one bit.
Who says he warned police he didn't think their gun selling practices were tight enough.
I walked in there and it was archaic. The processes, the systems they were using to manage that process was archaic. I had offered advice, had offered little suggestions.
D.C. police wouldn't tell the I-team if it took his advice or answer any questions on camera. A spokesperson only telling us, MPD has never sold guns. MPD was required to operate as an FFL to uphold a constitutional right in the district. During that period, the department facilitated the legal transfer of 8,038 firearms.
Gun dealers are gatekeepers. That's their mandate under the federal law. They have that responsibility and that obligation to make sure that every sale is a safe sale.
But there's another concern the I-team found, what's called time to crime. The ATF explains, on average, a gun found at a crime scene is 10 years past its first sale. Shorter times, the agency tells us, deserve more scrutiny. And in D.C. Police's case, the time to crime was around 20 months, less than 2 years. Scharf says even though DC police no longer operate as an FFL, the department should want to know why their time to crime was so much shorter, and be able to tell DC families if their loved one was shot with a gun they helped bring into the district.
MPD is ultimately responsible for the public safety of the residents of Washington, D.C. Everything that they do should have an eye towards protecting the public safety.
Before D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser told D.C. police to get into the gun business, she was criticizing Virginia lawmakers for not overseeing dealers in the Commonwealth strictly enough. We found the letter she sent Virginia legislative leaders in January of 2020, urging them to do more to keep guns legally sold in Virginia from being used in D.C. crimes. Illegal guns originating in Virginia are a key driver of gun crime in D.C., Bowser wrote. 4 months later, she signed that mayor's order authorizing D.C.'s police department to become an FFL themselves, and those ATF records show MPD helped sell guns eventually used in crime too. We reached out to the mayor's office but didn't get a response. A spokesperson for D.C. police did tell us once it stopped being an FFL, the department complied with federal law and sent all
this. This is literally order out of chaos, which means the situation will be engineered into a chaos to achieve a certain objective, and then the situation will be engineered again into order. Koholayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakak, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. And again, this is just another objective, another plan, another agenda to take away your amendment to bear arms, your amendment to have the right to stand your ground, to have the right to protect yourself. So order out of chaos. The situation will be engineered into a chaos to achieve, okay, these are the main words, to achieve a certain objective. And what's the objective? To strip you of your arms, to make you naked, to make you have nothing to protect you or your family. And then the situation will be engineered again into order. And that's the main thing that they want, is order, their order. Okay, which is according to their new guidelines, their new standards, and this new agenda that they're bringing forth to transform the world, the earth, into a different type of government. And in that new world order, that new government, you won't have the right or the freedom or the liberty to bear arms, to protect yourself. Okay? The Constitution has literally been gone for 4+ years probably now, maybe longer than that. Probably longer than that, Salakia. So it's really just an illusion, okay, that you Babylonians, you Americans truly believe that you have, the Constitution that you hold so near and dear to your heart. Let's get to the scriptures. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, and I'm gonna start off at verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. And with this so-called white man, okay, the red Hebrew Edomites that are in rulership, they err in all their ways, okay, because their way is abomination, it's corrupted, it's completely against the way Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants the earth to be ran. You know, the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua must and will be established in the very near future, starting with Yahushua HaMashiach, King David, the 12 and 144 on down. All right. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and that's all that we see under here is nothing but evils. Okay, a lot of wickedness prospering, a lot of things increasing in these matters, man. As an era which proceeded from the ruler, and these people that rule right now can't even rule themselves, man. So how can they govern and rule 18 nations of people in corruption and in pollution and unrighteousness, man? Everything is mourning on the earth, not just only the humans, mankind, okay, but you also have the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, the insects, the trees, the bushes, the dirt, the animals in the sea. Everything is mourning because of this man's rulership. This man destroys everything that he touches. Verse 6, folly is set in great dignity. Let's look up these words real quick. Let's look up folly and dignity. Okay, so let's get a thorough understanding of what is being read. So folly in the etymology online is a noun. And it said, folly is set, okay, in great dignity. So what is folly? Folly is mental weakness, foolish behavior of character. So like it, mental wickedness, foolish behavior or character, unwise conduct. And that's what we see amongst these red silverbacks, these thin-lipped savages, man. We see mental weakness, foolish behavior or character, unwise conduct. Okay, and we see this amongst the rulers right now, amongst these people that you see on the screen, man, including wickedness, lewdness, stupidity, madness. Okay. Sense of constantly structure considered to have shown fully in the builders is assessed. Okay, it was something else. Hold on. That's pretty much it. So mental weakness, foolish behavior or character, unwise conduct. Okay, wickedness, lewdness, madness, foolishness. Okay, stupidity. Okay, and that's what we see with the so-called self-proclaimed white man. Now, what's dignity? Because as the scripture states and says, folly is set in great dignity. So what does dignity mean? Let's see what dignity means. State of being worthy. So their folly is put on the pedestal. It's elevated. It's worthy to them. It's righteous in their eyes. It's valuable, profitable to the structure and how they govern and how they run the world in their eyes. You know, how they exalt folly in that great dignity, it's A-OK. Okay, as these cave gorillas say, fucking A, man. Okay? State of being worthy. Okay? Privilege, honor. Okay? Worthness, worthy. Okay? And there you have it. Now let's jump back to the scripture. That's Ecclesiastes 10 verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So you have the Israelites, which are the rich, the ones that have the promises, the new covenants, etc., sitting in a low place. And you have the servant, the main servant, the Edomites, sitting in a high place. So you have all this folly prospering in great dignity, man. Okay, because what you see right here is just part of the agenda. It's an objective. Okay. Well, let's continue. Let's go to the book of Proverbs 27, and I'm gonna read verse 23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flock. So, just because you got the Metropolitan Police Department, okay, which is, you know, the DC police, and you have them handling firearms to so-called law-abiding citizens that don't have any type of record or any type of charges that can stop them from obtaining a license to carry or to conceal and carry in the District of Columbia. Okay, you still have to keep a watch over these people that you set up in these precincts to make sure that you don't have any rotten eggs out here selling guns to criminals, man. Okay? Because I'm not trying to be long-winded, but this has to be said. you have a lot of these DC cops are jakes. A lot. And a lot of these DC cops are just niggas with badges. Okay? A lot of these DC cops are niggas with badges. I've seen, look, I'm from this area. I grew up here. I've been going in and out of DC all my life since I was a kid until now. I've seen how the cops are in DC. And these niggas with badges will literally put you in their car, beat the fuck out of you, and leave you somewhere. Or matter of fact, depending on the situation, they might just beat you there and leave you there. That's how these DC cops are. PG too. PG County's fucked up. Okay? Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herd. So you're supposed to keep an eye over your employees, over your people that you have set up to do these things, man. But again, you have this mayor, this woman mayor, you know, which should not be a damn mayor in power, you know, assigning the police precincts in the District of Columbia, you know, Washington D.C. to do these things, man. And what's happening? You know, they're selling guns to criminals, man. And more than likely, probably not even running background checks. Okay, because you literally have to go through a background check before you're able to walk out of an establishment, a store, a gun store at that, with the pistol. You have to go through a background check, a thorough background check. And as a matter of fact, they added more stuff to it. But obviously, you know, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And as it says, Proverbs 27, verse 23, be thou diligent. Okay, you got to be persistent. You got to be on your toes. You got to watch what's going on. To know the state of thy flocks, you got to know if your people that's actually that you have in these positions are actually sincere and actually taking heed to the codes, and actually, you know, in it for what they got hired for, and not in it for, you know, an extra gain on some type of other level, man. You know, not doing side deals and everything else. And look well to thy herd. So you're supposed to, you know, keep an eye on everybody. You're supposed to have the scope on everybody, man. Okay? But let's continue. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 10, and I'm going to read verse 21. The fear of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, goeth before obtaining of authority. And we know and we see that there is no fear from the rulers right now, which is the Edomites, and there is no fear across the four corners of the earth, and there is definitely no fear here in Babylon of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. Okay? So the authority that these Edomites have is vain. It's useless. It's unprofitable to man. Okay? Again, everybody's mourning because these people are in rulership. Everybody knows what the issue is in the world. And it's the people that look like they're dead. It's the people that have to put sunblock on when they go outside. It's the people, okay, that run the earth. The fear of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, goeth before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof. And that's what we see, man. We see everything being handled by these people roughly, man. Okay, they're the hammer and everything's a nail. Okay, every situation is handled through carnal means, man. Okay, and they have a great abundance of pride, man. A great abundance of pride. Okay, and that's why you hear these Americans say, you know, when it comes to their artillery, their weapons, what do they say? You're gonna have to take my gun from my dead cold hands, man, and they mean that shit. Okay, so this right here is just literally an objective. It has an agenda to basically disarm you citizens of Babylon, aka America. Let's jump back to Proverbs, because I ain't going to do no long lesson on this. It's just straight to the point. Proverbs chapter 11. I believe that's what I want. And I'm going to read verse 14. Where no counsel is, okay, because there's no righteous counsel. There's no counsel that is being shown right now through these rulers, according to Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. The counsel that they use is of the devil, is of Satan, man. Is of their own ways, man. Okay, because these cave gorillas truly believe that they are the Most High. They believe that they're above the Most High and they can make everything better than what the Lord has made it. Okay? Where no counsel is, the people fall. So you're going to see a lot more people falling in the very near future, day by day, second by second, hour by hour, minute by minute. Okay, and that's part of the plan too. They want a lot of people to fall, and in actual reality, that's part of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's plan, and he's going to use these devils to do it. Okay, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety, and that's going to be set up in the future, man. You're going to have multitude of counselors from the governing body of the 144,000 ran by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Okay, governing the earth in safety and righteousness. Okay, bringing back complete balance and righteous order, man. Okay, but right now, you know, you have to see how this wickedness is going to prevail and how these judgments are going to be brought forth and how they're going to, you know, bring that order out of chaos. Okay, because that's all this is, order out of chaos. They want the crime rate to escalate. They want the crime rate to increase. So again, Proverbs 11 verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall. Okay, and the people have been falling because this man's judicial system, his laws, everything that he brings forth is wicked. It's completely against anything that's meaningful to a person. All right. But the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Okay, so but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. And that won't happen until the kingdom, man. Okay, because a lot of judgment has to play out and a lot of things have to, you know, go how they're going to go, man. But let's jump here and close out. I'm going to go back to Sirach, chapter 10 again. And I'm going to start from the top, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people. And again, the judges of the earth, the Edomites, the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, okay, the Caucasians as they call themselves, they're not wise. Okay, they destroy the earth, the air, the food is poison. Okay, everything that you basically eat in death. You know, the medication is, you know, just patching things up and just having you live with it for a certain amount of time. Then once your body gets immune to it, they give you something stronger. Okay, it's just, you know, this man is death, man. This man is not a wise judge. He brings forth death, mayhem, chaos, and destruction. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And that is not that doesn't exist here, man. Okay, the government, the new government that's being established right now, which is the prophets, is speaking how things should be and giving you the instructions according to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, as the judge of the people is himself. Okay, Sirach 10 verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. So you have a lot of crooked congressmen, senates. Okay, the president's crooked. Okay, the judicial system's crooked. The officers are crooked. The deputies are crooked. Everybody's crooked. So it's not shocking or to be amazed to know that the damn police is selling guns to criminals. To know that the police is actually doing some shit that they shouldn't be doing. It's not shocking, man. Look at the rulers. The rulers are nothing but crooks, thieves, liars. Okay, bringing forth all types of bloodshed, mayhem, chaos, all that, man. So just how the leaders are, the people that they set up to, you know, serve and protect or protect and serve, however it is going to be just like them. Okay? It's going to be just like them, doing side deals, you know, making money on the side. Everybody's out for themselves, man. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So it's not shocking to see the DC police, okay, doing what they doing. It's not shocking. Look at Congress. Look at the Senate. Look at all those people in the government in high positions, look at all the stuff they get away with and look at all the stuff they do, man. Again, look at the food, look at the air, look at the school system, look at the all this stuff going on, man. So you can't be surprised by this stuff. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, and that's what he wants. He wants the people to be destroyed. And again, he's doing that order out of chaos. He wants the crime rate to continue to increase, to amplify. All right? An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And that's not going to be established until Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is brought back to judge the earth and to bring forth righteous order. Okay? But you're going to continue to see this unwise king cause massive destruction, man. Bringing forth all types of things that you won't be able to believe with your eyes, man. This is only the beginning, man. And it's only going to get worse. So, you know, don't be amazed to see these things. But I'm going to leave it right there, man. I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Kol Holayim La, Al Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekat, Kodash, Wathawada, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekat, Kodash, for putting the Spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want to rot to Zah until the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.